This guy will pretty much run itself when we put it on auto mode. So right now what they have going is all static. So not anything that comes down off the interstate there is going to come over here and get weighed. When it's sitting on there, we have 3 different pads. This is going to give us what axle 1 weighs, axle 2, and then your steers, your drives, and your trailer. That's what's going to give us here. It automatically, once the truck sits on there long enough and it gets its weight, it's going to tell it to pull forward. The sign also, as they come on the scale, when they get all the way on the very front platform, it'll tell it to stop and it'll get its weights. Now, if we want, Kim, do you have all my pictures?
Do I have what?
All my pictures?
I don't have any of the, I don't have one of talking on their cell phone or texting.
Oh, you got a front?
I got a front.
Okay.
But you might want something different.
All right, so he overshot it a little bit here. Driver, we're gonna need you to back up about 3 feet. Back up about 3 feet. No, we're good. So they're gonna back up. Okay, go ahead and stop. So the steer's gotta be in that front platform, the drive's gotta be in the second, and the trailer's gotta be on the third, and it's gonna take the weights, and then it's gonna release them once they're done. We also have a weigh in motion, so as the trucks are coming down the ramp there, it's already going to tell me how much they weigh. It's going to give me the gross, how many number of axles that vehicle has. And this one says we have an axle overweight. And then it's also going to have everything right here. It has the DOT number of the vehicle. Now that went away. So this one, we got 1220 on the steers, 34,280 on the drives, and 33,500 on the trailer. And total gross is right there at 80,000. It's going to kick them loose, and away we go. And this is pulling up everything, all the information on the next truck here that's coming down the ramp. And we can also put this on all bypass. So once everybody comes down the ramp, it kicks them to the side. We can also have it sorted out. So it'll sort out the heavy trucks. It'll bring them to the scale. We also have SmartView 360 at this scale. So as you drive down here, there's going to be a little light up there with a bunch of cameras, and it's going to take your picture. And what it captures, here we go, it captures a picture of the vehicle, the front license plate, and the DOT number. And it's going to run that information before it even hits the end of the ramp down here. So like on this one, I know that their score is a, what did I do there? All right, I messed that one up. Okay, no I don't, I'm good. So we have the truck, we have the plate number, no DOT image came through on this one. This one here, we got a good one. So it shows the Volvo, the plate, the DOT number. It tells me that they have an 89 score, which is pretty high, so it's going to kick them over here to this side. And I got all that information before I even see them.
Why would an 89 score kick them over to this side?
Because that's a bad score. One is good, 100 is the worst.
Okay.
So an 89 is pretty bad. So then if I wish...
And what would that come from? Tickets like citations and stuff like that?
Yeah, it'll come from your vehicle inspection reports and depend on the number of violations that you get. So now I double click on that and it's going to tell me that no recent vehicles were out of service, no recent drivers were out of service here. The registration is okay, it's registered to run in Iowa, that its registered weight's okay, and it was not over height when it came down our ramp. They're not currently under a federal out of service order, but that the carrier vehicle out of service rate, 8% of all their vehicles I'm going to find out of service, and 8% of their drivers I'm normally going to find out of service.
So being that it was 89, he didn't go to the other side because of the computer let him go because...
Yeah, it'll kick them over to this side if you got a high score or if you're overweight.
Oh, that's just, okay, I'm thinking we were talking about the vehicle that just left.
No, not the one that just left. It's coming.
Oh.
So now we're getting filled up. So now we'll sort it out.
The blue?
Yeah, the Volvo in the back. So
oh, the purple.
If that's the one I want,
right.
I know that's him. So I can just sit here and wait for him to pull up, and then we'll bring him in. Yeah, and we get all sorts of scores. It'll also let us know if there's been a recent driver out of service. Now, it does not necessarily mean that it is that driver. It just by running the DOT number, it'll pull all the inspections the company's had.
Okay.
It may be a recent driver out of service in Maryland, but it's going to let us know that there's a recent driver out of service.
Okay.
So then I can stop that truck and say, was it that person who was out of service? Are they violating the out of service order, or was it someone else? One thing we also have at this station, we have pre-pass. So you'll see the trucks that are staying out on the interstate. Those ones are going to have pre-pass, or they should have pre-pass.
Right.
If they don't, we should be going after them and bringing them back. So we have JB Hunt out there. JB Hunt got the pre-pass. It also tells me the plate of that vehicle, the DOT number for JB, the equipment, and that they have no violations. What's that?
How did they get a pre-pass?
You have to. The company has to sign up for pre-pass.
So they ain't got
Not the ones that have pre-pass sites. Now, if it's a non-pre-pass site, then yeah, they're going to have to pull in like everybody else. But any pre-pass site, as long as they get the green light in their vehicle, so there's a little transponder that sits up on the window, they get the green light, then off they go.
How do you gonna know if their weight is legal or is illegal?
From the weigh-in motion out at the out on the interstate. There's weigh-in motion on the interstate. There's weigh-in motion on this ramp, and then we got the actual scale here.
Oh, okay.
So over on I-80 east and west here, we are pretty sophisticated.
Oh.
Yep. So it'll weigh you on the road, coming down the ramp, and then one last time here. So we get your weight 3 times by the time you get on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as we see, when this one sorts them out, some of them go the bypass, some of them get to come over here and see us.
Why some of them are going on the bypass? Why they going that way?
Because right now I put it back on sort, so it is automatically as they come down the ramp.
They can keep going up.
Yeah, it's kicking them. The computer's kicking them to the left or the right, depending on weight.
Right? I mean,
And
they have to keep going, right?
Correct. Yeah, and depend on their ISIS score. If it shows that the recent driver's out of service and all that stuff, it's going to kick them over here.
Have a green light for them to go right or something like that.
Well, there's just a sign. It'll either say scale or bypass. So they just have to follow the lane arrows and away they go. So that guy gets to keep going. That one out there has pre-pass. They stay out on the road. And the rest of them get to come in here. Now, just because you have pre-pass does not mean that you will never come into a scale. You can get pulled in because of a 5% random. If it's a slow day, if I'm working a Sunday, especially down at my small scale there on Osceola, I will not see a lot of traffic on a Sunday. So we have the ability to turn pre-pass off, bring every single truck in, no matter what. So it's kind of enjoyable for me as an officer those days when I get to shut the pre-pass off. If I get somebody who runs a scale and they tell me, oh, I got the green light. No, you didn't. I shut it off. There's no way you got the green light. So
Technology is very clever.
yeah, quite a bit.
Granted, you guys were in the back, you probably wouldn't have heard me talking, but I was talking about the arrows, you know, as you were coming down the ramp.
Can anybody tell me what this device is here?
For the blade?
Does anybody know what that is?
CPO radio.
A scanner, radar,
Jammer.
It is a radar detector. So if you have a radar detector, that tells us you got one in there. Yeah. So, and then if I want to choose this driver here, I just hit the stop, go out and get their logbook, all their other information. And at the scale facility, all I want is when I go out to the truck, I just want the logbook because I don't want the driver writing in it, updating it if it is behind me. Also, I don't want my hands full of all their stuff. If the wind is blowing out on a traffic stop or something, I'm going to grab the logbook because I want to take a look at it, but I'm going to have you bring back all the other information. Because if the annuals and the IFTA and all that blows out of your hands, now you get to go chase it in the ditch. If it blows out of my hands, now it's my responsibility. I got to chase down all your paperwork. So I'm always going to grab your logbook and then have you bring everything else back. So if you get Chose out there for an inspection, you got to come into this scale. We're seated here back on this side. And we'll ask you folks to come in on the other side of the desk, and we'll just go through the inspection, the paperwork. And if we're going to do an inspection right out there where the bus is, that's where we'll go out and perform the level 2 or the level 1 inspection. And as soon as I'm done with one of you, I get back to work, choose another one on the ramp. Sure. And let you folks get on about your day. Because you got better things to do than sit and chat with me all day, right? Yeah. Hey, well, once again, I thank you for choosing the profession you did, because if it weren't for you folks, I would not be able to go to the store and buy what I need off the shelf. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
Have a nice day.
All right, you bet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You have to.
Yeah, let me give you some of those to hand out. Okay? Thank you. Have a